Alright, everybody, welcome back to another episode of your Claws Out podcast. And this is Coach Dub coming to you live from beautiful San Marcos, Texas, with your Claws Out podcast here in the bowl season. We're going to do a special episode for you today, breaking down some scores of some games that have already been played, as well as going over the Heisman and going over some other awards, doing a little bit different stuff. So here we go. We're going to jump into it right now, starting with the games that have already been played in the ACC. Number 12, seeded Stanford at Penn State. Number 5, Penn State, 42 for the Nittany Lions, only 6 for the Cardinals. It was a tough game, but they played their hearts out. They're going to get them next year. The only place to go from here, boys, is up. And that's what we're going to do. Stanford had 20 first downs, 277 yards. The total offense ran 61 plays, 4.5 yards a play. They rushed the ball 15 times for 14 rushing yards, 0.9 yards a carry. And they added 263 to the air. No passing touchdowns, 4-12 on third down conversions for 33%. The defense struggled to hold the Nittany Lions in check as Penn State went 5-6 on third down conversions for 83%. Great job there. Now we're going to jump over. We're going to go down. Georgia Tech versus Buffalo, the game above Sports Bowl. Georgia Tech, the Yellow Jackets had 34. The Buffalo Bulls, 28. It was a close game there. They did everything they could. It went to overtime, and the Yellow Jackets pull it out. But Buffalo trailed at the half 14-7, and it took a 14-point second half to close the gap and tie it at 21 going in to the overtime. Taking a look at the stats there, Buffalo had 25 first downs to Georgia Tech's 9. Wow. 451 yards total offense, ran 63 plays, 7.2 yards a play. They rushed the ball 33 times for 224 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. They added 227 passing yards and 1 passing touchdown. They were 5 of 11 on third down conversions for 45%. Keep on building, keep on building. That's all we can do. The only place to go, boys, like I said, is up. The Gasparilla Bowl. Number 23 Duke versus number 25 Florida. We knew it was going to be good, but we didn't know it was going to be like this. 45 for the Gators, only 28 for the Blue Devils. 24 first downs for Duke, but they held Florida only 11. Duke had 419 yards of total offense. Gators only had 226. Duke ran 69 plays, 6.1 yards a play. They rushed the ball 25 times for 143 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. They averaged 5.7 yards a carry on the day. 276 passing yards is what the Blue Devils added with 1 passing touchdown. They were 7-12 on third down conversions for 58%. Taking a look now. Memphis, number 11, at Clemson, number 6. They pull it out, 20-10. Memphis moving on in the playoffs. North Texas over Boise State, 49-34 in the Hawaii Bowl. Let's take a look at the stats there, and then we'll jump back to the Memphis game. 32 first downs, 529 yards of total offense. They ran 52 plays, 10.1 yards a play. The Mean Green ran it 26 times for 260 rushing yards. 4 rushing touchdowns, while averaging 10 yards a carry on the day. They added 269 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. They were 4 of 5 on third down conversions for 80%. And your Heisman winner, Caleb Hawkins, 10 carries, 83 yards, 1 rushing touchdown on the day. Now for that Memphis game. It's not going to let me pull up the stats right now because it just finished. Here we go. Kennesaw State over versus Kansas State in the Independence Bowl. Kansas State, the Wildcats pull it out 13-10. Tough game there. The Kennesaw Owls just keep on trucking though. It was a zilch, nothing, not a first half for both teams, but it was a second half, 13, like I said, for the Wildcats and only 10 for the Owls. The Owls had 209 yards. The total offense had 12 first downs, ran 48 plays, 4.4 yards a play. They rushed the ball 19 times for 59 rushing yards, but no rushing touchdowns. They averaged 3.1 yards a carry on the day. They added 150 passing yards and 1 passing touchdown. The struggle for the Owls on the day, 2 of 9 on third down conversions for 22%. Gonna look through real quick. Gonna try to see if there's any other games getting played. Here we go. San Diego State versus Toledo in the Arizona Bowl. Your Aztecs 30, Toledo 24. 20 first downs for the Aztecs, 384 yards total offense. They ran 74 plays, 5.2 yards a play. They rushed the ball 39 times for 174 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns, while averaging 4.5 yards a carry on the day. They added 210 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. The Aztecs 5 of 17 on third down conversions for 29%. But they held Toledo to just 1 of 12 for 8%. Amazing third down defense for San Diego in that one. Now we come on down to Salute the Veterans Bowl. Miami University versus Texas State. The Bobcats said it early and they said it often. We don't belong in the Veterans Bowl. We belong somewhere else. They said they were going to treat Miami University like they were an FCS school. And guess what? They tried to. But Miami University embarrassed those Bobcats, putting up 42 points and over 500 yards. A total offense on the day for Miami, Ohio. Texas State, though, had 38 first downs, 688 yards of total offense, ran 76 plays, 9.1 yards a play. But on the flip side, they let Miami, Ohio average 8.4 yards a play. Dismal, abysmal. Gotta find a way to fix that defense. 13 carries for the Bobcats, 88 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown, average 6.8 yards a carry on the day. They threw for 600 passing yards, 8 passing touchdowns. The Bobcats 7 of 11 on third down conversions for 63%. And your boy L.J. Monster Johnson Jr., the freshman, 12 receptions, 207 receiving yards, 5 receiving touchdowns, broke the Texas State receiving yards in a game and touchdowns in a game, and then he turned around and broke the touchdowns in a single season for Texas State and for the Sun Belt Conference with 22. Great season by him. We hope to see him coming on back. That's all the games we've got right now. Now we're going to jump over. We're going to top the CFP college football bracket. Stanford losing to Penn State, so Penn State goes on to play Texas Tech, BYU, and Wake Forest. The winner of that one will get Oklahoma. Memphis pulls it out, so they'll get Indiana in the Orange Bowl. And Georgia versus Texas A&M will play Rutgers in the Rose Bowl. And we all know our Heisman winner was Caleb Hawkins of North Texas. But in the third spot, Demond Claiborne, the halfback for Wake Forest senior, so he's graduating, was up there at number 3. The wide receiver, the sophomore, he should be back at Memphis, Brady Cluse. He finished in 4th, and Fernando Mendoza, the CPU of Indiana, jumped up into that 5 spot. Your award winners: Maxwell Award, Caleb Hawkins of North Texas. Others getting vote: Demond Claiborne of Wake Forest, Brady Cluse of Memphis, Ethan Kaliak-Manis of Rutgers, and Drew Messemaker of North Texas, and Brad Jackson of Texas State. Walter Camp Award also goes to Caleb Hawkins. Others getting votes: Demond Claiborne, Wake Forest, Brady Cluse of Memphis, Drew Messemaker of North Texas, Ethan Kaliak-Manis of Rutgers, and Brad Jackson of Texas State. Maker of North Texas. Chuck Bednarik Award for the best defensive player goes to Texas State's Mike linebacker, the senior out of San Antonio, Texas, Traylon Payne. Bronco Nagurski, defensive player of the year, also goes to Traylon Payne, the Mike linebacker of Texas State. Others getting votes: Ladarius Webb Jr., the cornerback of Wake Forest. Paycom Jim Thorpe Award for the best defensive back of the year goes to Ladarius Webb Jr., the cornerback from Wake Forest. Others getting votes, Rashawn Tongue, the strong safety of Wake Forest. Your Doak Walker Award presented to the running back of the year is going to go to North Texas running back Caleb Hawkins. The others receiving votes, Damon Claiborne of Wake Forest, Nate Shepard of Duke, and Greg Burrell of Texas State, and Cam Porter of Northwestern. Your Bolitnikov Award for Best Wide Receiver of the Year goes to Brady Cluse of Memphis. Others receiving votes, KJ Duff of Rutgers and LJ Johnson Jr. of Texas State. Best Defensive Lineman of the award, no users on that list, goes to Reuben Bain Jr. Senior Quarterback of the Year, receiving votes, Ethan Kaliak-Manis of Rutgers at number 2, Brandon Lewis of Memphis down there at number 10, with your winner, Byram Brown of UCF, the CPU player. Edge Rusher of the Year, Reuben Bain Jr. pulls that one out again. No users on the list. Outland Trophy from Interior Lineman of the Year. No users on the list. Won by Sheridan Wilson of Texas Tech CPU. John Mackey Award, Best Tight End of the Year, goes to River Helms of Georgia Southern CPU. Others getting votes, Trey Williams III of North Texas and Andrew Schmackenberg. What a name, of Buffalo. Broyles Award, Dexter McCole, Sr., the defensive coach of Texas State, wins it. In second place behind him, Landon Kiopel, the offensive coordinator, who I believe she won it because the defense was absolutely trash and the offense was absolutely amazing. Others receiving votes, the offensive and defensive coordinators of Memphis, Rutgers, North Texas, and Buffalo to round it out. Your Dick Buckus Award for the Best Linebacker of the Year goes to Texas State Mike linebacker Traylon Payne. He's just racking up the awards this season. No other users receiving votes. Remington Trophy for Center of the Year, Sheridan Wilson, the Texas Tech Center, CPU. No users on that one. Lou Rosa Award goes to Hamilton D. Boyan, the kicker from South Alabama. Others receiving votes, the Gabriel Placencia and Kelly Nigluma of North Texas and the previous of San Diego State. Ray Guy Award for Best Punter goes to Jack Burgess of Texas Tech. No other users on that list. That's the CPU Award. Jet Award goes to Nathan Acevedo of San Diego State for Returner of the Year. Others receiving votes, Jimmy Callaway of Tulane, Carson Grove of Northwestern, Sue Darian Harrison of Virginia. And the Sean Alexander Award for Freshman Player of the Year goes to Caleb Hawkins, the North Texas running back, and your Heisman Trophy winner. Others receiving votes, Drew Mestemaker, quarterback North Texas, Brad Jackson, quarterback Texas State, Nate Shepard, halfback of Duke, Greg Burrell, halfback of Texas State, and L.J. Johnson Jr., wide receiver, Texas State. That's a look at your award winners. Quick look at All-Americans. Caleb Hawkins, first team All-American, running back, North Texas. Devon Claiborne, running back, Wake Forest, first team All-American. Brady Cluse, wide receiver of Memphis, first team All-American. KJ Duff, wide receiver, Rutgers, first team All-American. Traylon Payne, linebacker, Texas State, first team All-American. Cornerback Ladarius Webb Jr., Wake Forest, first team All-American. Second team All-American, Rashawn Tongue, strong safety of Wake Forest. All freshman team, Drew Mestemaker, North Texas quarterback. Caleb Hawkins, running back, North Texas. Nate Shepard, running back, Duke. Wide receiver, L.J. Monster Johnson Jr., wide receiver, Texas State. Tight end, Aiden Black, Stanford. Elijah Hill, edge rusher, Kennesaw State. Linebacker, Taliva Kaba, Rutgers. Now we're going to go over and we're going to take a look at some season stats really quick. We're going to break it down for you. We're going to see who the top passers and rushers were. So we're going to break that down for you real quick. Here we go. Your top passer on the year, Brad Jackson, the quarterback from Texas State with 5,300 yards and 66 touchdowns. Coming in behind him, Ethan Kaliak-Manis, 4,853 yards, 47 touchdowns. Coming in fourth, Drew Mestemaker, North Texas, 4,084 yards, 36 touchdowns. Sixth, Darian Mensah, the quarterback of Duke, 3,912 with 23 touchdowns. Now we'll jump over to rushing. Your leading rusher, Caleb Hawkins, running back from North Texas, 1,948 yards, 26 rushing touchdowns. Buffalo's Al J. Henderson, 1,501 yards, 15 rushing touchdowns. Fifth place, Lucky Sutton, love the name. Running back, San Diego State, had 1,414 yards and 12 rushing touchdowns. Going over to receiving, your leading receiver on the year with 1,264 yards and 20 touchdowns, wide receiver Brady Cluse, Memphis. Third place, Wyatt Young, wide receiver North Texas, had 1,221 yards and 9 touchdowns. Leading in touchdowns, 22, L.J. Johnson Jr., Brady Cluse with 20, and Bo Sparks coming in fifth with 16. Now we're going to jump on back, talking about passing touchdowns, see if it changes anything up. Brad Jackson, 66 in first place. Memphis quarterback Brandon Lewis with 53 at number 2. Ethan Kaliakmanis, 47 at 3. So good job there, guys. Now we're going to go over here and take a look at defense. 116 tackles for second in the nation. Bobby Crosby, strong safety, Texas State. Traylon Payne coming in at fifth with 112, the linebacker from Texas State. Going to see if any of us led in sacks. We have nobody. Here we go. Sixth place, Kobe Stewart, the Esh Rudger from Buffalo. Great job, Buffalo. Now we're going to see if we got interceptions. We don't have anybody in the top. Buffalo, tied for first place. Solomon Brown, the strong safety from Buffalo, has 5 interceptions. Now we'll take a quick look. I'm going to break it down for you. Some team stats. Your leading offenses on the season: North Texas, Texas State, San Diego State, Virginia, Rutgers, and Memphis. Total offense: 8,200 yards for North Texas, 7,900 for Texas State, 6,200, almost 6,300 for San Diego State, 6,000 for Rutgers, 5,600 for Virginia. When you talk yards a game, 588 for North Texas, 567 for Texas State, 483 for San Diego State, 472 for Virginia, 467 for Rutgers. Memphis had it 457, and Duke 447 yards a game. Your leading passing offense was Texas State, followed by Rutgers and North Texas, and Memphis falling in at 5 and Duke at 7. Your leading rushing programs, it's going to be North Texas 1, San Diego State 3, Buffalo 6, Memphis at 8, and Virginia at 11, and 15th would be Texas State. Taking a look at defense, your number 1 defense in points per game, Memphis at 11.8. When we talk yards, here we go. Yards, Memphis, Northwestern, Virginia, Duke, North Texas, Stanford, Rutgers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The top 7 defenses were all users. Buffalo falling in down there at 11 or 12. Great job for there. San Diego State led the nation in sacks with 52. Kennesaw State coming in tied at second with 42. Great job there on that as well. Third down conversions, North Texas led the country with 67%. Texas State with 62%. Memphis coming in third at 60%. And at 7th, Rutgers at 58%. We're going to skip all that. We're going to go to turnover differential. The turnover differential, none of us are in the top of that one. All right, that's this episode of the Claws Out Podcast. Until next time, this is your boy Coach Dub, signing off. Oh, and by the way, I got the Everything's Bigger in Texas, the Buc-ee's football t-shirt, and I got the 2024 Texas Teenage T-Ball State Championship hat from one of the boys with the T-Ball. Last year we went to regionals, and we didn't make it to state, but we're going to try to do it again this year. And so one more time, boys, until next time, this is Coach Dub, signing off.